Welcome back to the manipulative tactics of a womanizer. In our last episode, we delved into the intricate web of manipulation that womanizers spin. We uncovered their tactics, their charm, and the devastating impact they can have on those who fall prey to their games. Today, in part 2, we're shifting gears. We'll equip you with the knowledge and strategies you need to deal with a womanizer, recognize those red flags, and most importantly, protect yourself from their manipulative grasp. So let's dive in. Alright, so you suspect you might be dealing with a womanizer. Well, the first step is to really understand what we mean by that term. It's not just about a guy who flirts a lot or enjoys female company. A womanizer is someone who engages in a pattern of deceptive, superficial relationships, often juggling multiple partners at once, without any genuine emotional connection. They're driven by a need for validation, conquest, or maybe even a deep-seated insecurity. Now, recognizing these patterns is key. Look for inconsistencies, broken promises, a lack of true intimacy, and a constant need for attention and admiration. Do they avoid introducing you to their friends and family? Do their stories not quite add up? Do you get that gut feeling that something's just off? Trust your instincts. They're usually right. Understanding their motivations, though, is just as important. It's not about excusing their behavior, but recognizing that it often stems from deeper issues within themselves. This understanding can empower you to take control of the situation and make informed decisions about how to proceed. Now, let's dive into some common manipulation tactics womanizers use. They're masters of deflection, guilt-tripping, and excuse-making. So how do you counteract these strategies? First, recognize them. Awareness is key. Deflection. Oh, this is a classic. They'll twist things around, make it seem like it's your fault they're behaving this way. If you weren't so insecure, or if you just paid more attention to me, sound familiar? Don't fall for it. Their behavior is their responsibility. Period. Then there's the guilt trip. They'll play the victim, make you feel bad for holding them accountable. You're always so critical, or you're making such a big deal out of nothing. Ugh, don't buy into the drama. Stand firm in your convictions. And finally, the excuses. Oh, they have an endless supply. Work late, car trouble, a sick friend, you name it. While sometimes these might be legitimate, if they're constant and inconsistent, well, it's time to raise an eyebrow. Ask for specifics. Don't be afraid to challenge their stories. The bottom line, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't let them gaslight you. You know the truth, hold on to that. When you're dealing with a womanizer, it's so important to remember you're not alone. This can be a really tough situation, and leaning on your support system is crucial. Talk to your trusted friends, your family, anyone you feel comfortable confiding in. They can offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and some much-needed perspective. Sometimes, just voicing your feelings out loud can make a world of difference. It helps to validate your experience and reminds you that you're not crazy. Plus, your loved ones can offer practical advice and help you see things more clearly. They can be your rock when you're feeling shaky. And if you feel like you need more support, that's okay too. don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist or counselor. They can provide professional guidance and help you navigate this challenging time. Remember, there's no shame in asking for help. It takes strength and courage to face these situations head on. Now, more than ever, it's crucial to focus on your self-worth. A womanizer can really chip away at your self-esteem, making you question your value and your worth. But here's the truth, your worth is inherent. It doesn't depend on someone else's validation, especially not a womanizer's. Remember who you are. Remember your strengths, your passions, and your accomplishments. Don't let anyone diminish your light. Focus on rebuilding your confidence. Reconnect with the things that bring you joy, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or simply taking care of yourself. Prioritize your well-being. This means taking care of your physical and emotional health. Eat well, exercise, get enough sleep, and engage in activities that nourish your soul. The more you invest in yourself, the stronger and more resilient you'll become, and the better equipped you'll be to handle whatever challenges come your way. So, how do you move forward from a situation like this? It's a deeply personal decision, and there's no right or wrong answer. It all comes down to what feels right for you. First, you need to honestly assess the relationship. Is this person truly capable of change? Have they shown genuine remorse and a willingness to work on themselves? Or are they just offering empty promises and continuing their same patterns of behavior? Be honest with yourself. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Next, consider your own values. What are your non-negotiables in a relationship? Are those values being respected? If not, it's time to reevaluate whether this relationship is truly serving you. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who cherishes you, respects you, and is committed to building a healthy and fulfilling relationship. If you decide to stay in the relationship, set clear boundaries. Communicate your expectations openly and honestly, and make sure there are consequences for crossing those boundaries. It's essential to hold your partner accountable for their actions. If you decide to leave, know that you're not alone. There are resources and support systems available to help you through this transition. Reach out to trusted friends, family members, or a therapist. Surround yourself with people who love and support you. Ultimately, the decision of whether to stay or leave is yours and yours alone. Trust your gut, listen to your intuition, and choose the path that aligns with your self-respect and your values. You deserve happiness, and you have the power to create the life you want. And that brings us to the end of part 2 of The Manipulative Tactics of a Womanizer. I truly hope this has given you some valuable insights and tools to navigate these complex relationships. But the journey doesn't end here. In our upcoming 3rd and final episode, we'll be diving into the womanizer or player test. This quiz will help you gain further clarity on whether the man in your life exhibits these traits, and if so, to what extent. It's an incredibly insightful tool that can empower you to make informed decisions about your relationships. So be sure to tune in next time for that crucial final piece of the puzzle. And in the meantime, I encourage you to hit that like button, leave a comment below sharing your thoughts and experiences, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. If this series resonated with you, please share it with a friend or family member who might be going through something similar. Sometimes, just knowing they're not alone can make all the difference. Because remember, you're not alone, and you deserve a healthy, loving, and respectful relationship.